Welcome back to Yogaxpress, your virtual stretch clinic that helps you move the body to still the mind. My name is Banu Suresh. I'm your host for this program. Today we have, at our request, at the request of our previous participant and at my special request, we have Sophie Herbert, a yoga teacher in New York, back with us to share some very simple stretches. Joining me and Sophie, George Sotirelis, who is also a producer here at Manhattan Neighborhood Network. You're fine, George. Come on up. This is for you. We're going to show you some simple adaptations of some basic postures. In fact, Sophie is going to help us get in and out of some simple postures. Now, you might notice George has socks on his feet. He's got rubber dots under the socks. So if you insist on wearing socks, make sure that you are safe. You really want to keep safety as your top priority. Sophie, before I reintroduce Sophie, I'd like you to know Yogaxpress is filmed in the studios of Manhattan Neighborhood Network. We air 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, on Time Warner 57, RCN 84, and FiOS 35, 1:30 p.m. in the afternoon, Eastern Time. Besides this yoga fitness program, we have my third title, Yoga Secrets, which is no big secret because all it is 8 plus 2 ailment-specific sequences, which basically is an extract from a basic sequence that I put together called 48 plus. Very simple stretches. And Sophie is going to teach us how to adapt some of these stretches. Sophie's got a lot of advanced postures. We're not going to make you struggle through those. We're going to go through some basic stretches. Besides that, we also have a website, www.yogaxpress.com. We live in North America. We don't know how to spell. It's YOGAXPRESS.com. You'll see it right up there on your screen. There's no E before the X. We also have a postcard and a fridge magnet with the same simple sequence. I'm almost out of the fridge magnet, so if you want that, you need to come on the show right here to help you move along. Once you practice here with Sophie, myself, and George, you know that you will remember those postures. So there's a little bit of a reminder right there. No excuses not to stretch. George Sotirelis, you're a producer here as well. How long have you been with Manhattan Neighborhood Network?
6 years.
6 years?
Right.
Have you ever, I don't think you've ever actually come on our show. I know you've helped crew for us many times. Have you ever come and stretched with us?
No.
You're here on a perfect day because we have an amazing teacher right here, Sophie Herbert. Sophie, a little more about yourself, Sophie. Anything you want to add from yesterday?
Sure. Let's see. Well, one thing that yoga, we do the postures. It's something that I'm really passionate about is karma yoga too, which is a little outside of what we're doing here, but service. So just to viewers out there, volunteering, getting involved in community, that also is yoga.
Definitely. So we need to give back.
We have to give back, and we will receive in doing that. So
don't you have a website?
I do. It's sophieherbert.com.
Right.
And actually on the site you can, I do a lot of work in India with an orphanage there, so there's a lot about that. And then I also volunteer here in the city at the Soup Kitchen, New York City Rescue Mission.
Okay, you have a .org website as well.
I should. I was kind of silly in that I bought a second domain, but it was sophieherbert1.com as opposed to...
Isn't there a channel?
Yes, Yoga Gives Back.
That's right,
I'm
Yoga
part
Gives
of
Back.
an organization.
That's what made me say we need to give back, and I thought you were going to pick up the prompt right there.
No, I should have bought meme.org. And we are a organization, I'm an ambassador for them, and we work to help destitute women and children in India build sustainable lives through microfinancing, and also at the orphanage I work with, which is in Karnataka, and about 6 hours from Bangalore. Yoga Gives Back came with me one year, and they were so impressed with what they saw that we sponsor 10 children now.
Wonderful.
Yeah, and also I sponsor
How do you
child
raise funds
individually.
for that?
It's $500 a year to just sponsor, but the way that Yoga Gives Back raises money is through yoga, through community yoga classes.
This is a this is a charitable organization, non-commercial organization.
Non-commercial.
So it's okay to let you know that you're okay to sponsor that organization if you want. It helps you said children?
Children and destitute women.
Children and destitute women. So you're actually doing something. You are giving back for a change.
And if you look, you can find out teachers nearby that might be offering. We do a fundraiser each year now where it was September 17th last year. We had 60 plus yoga teachers teach community classes.
Wonderful.
And we raised $27,000.
Here in New York?
Oh, worldwide.
Worldwide.
So a lot in New York, a lot in California, and in Europe. So it was really nice. And
that's really great. You're doing such an amazing job. That sounds wonderful.
It's my duties.
Yeah. Well, you should feel free. Sophie's details will be up on the screen in just a moment. Stay in touch with Sophie. She will not just help you do these stretches safely, but you can also keep in touch with Sophie by going to her website. And Len, our director in the control room, this is my prompt to you. If you can get Sophie's details up there. Carol Lewis is co-directing with Leonard Harper and Anne-Marie Offer on camera. Thank you so much for the amazing teamwork. Stephanie Aline is responsible for the gobos and the studio lights. There you go. You've got all the details up there. SophieHerbert.com and the other organization, the non-profit. That was what I was looking for. Yogagivesback.org. Well, that will come up at the end of your credits when we roll the credits at the end. So stay in touch with Sophie. Go to her website also for her classes, because after today, you're going to want to actually go to her classes. Sophie, George and I are ready to stretch with you if you're going to help us make some adaptations.
Yes, absolutely. So I love how you're sitting, George. This is in Dandasana, or staff pose. So the body is nice and firm. So let's start here. Let's kind of flex the feet gently. And then just bring the arms to rest where is comfortable for you. We're going to do a modified seated spinal twist. So you're going to take the right leg and just cross it just outside of the left.
And we don't have to go too far.
You don't need to go too far yet. Even this is great. So as your range of motion is comfortable. And then bring the right hand behind you. And then take your left arm, exactly, and just cross over and breathe here. And with each inhale, lengthen your spine. Each exhale, twist. Breathing in, exhaling. And what's important, you two keep breathing, is that you're lengthening with each inhale. And you're just gently twisting on the exhale, but you're not muscling into it. So you never want to do that, especially not in a twist. Let's take one more full breath, so 5 in total. Go a little deeper, only if it feels appropriate. And then as you breathe in, come back, and then just kind of a little mini twist to the second side.
Reminds me of what you said yesterday. We've got to have the opposing poses, right?
Yes, exactly.
To my left.
To your left.
To the other side, yeah. Take
Exactly.
Right
So bring your right arm through.
Right.
Great. And just like a little counter twist. And then come back through the middle as you breathe in. And then straighten the right leg. And then go ahead and from here and bend your left leg. And just let the foot be just the same way, second side. That's great. So this is perfect. Yeah, so here or here, really work with your body and what is best. Bring the left hand behind you. And there you go. And inhale the right arm up. And this lengthens the body, and then exhale, twist. And breathe here. And you can rest your arm, George, right on your left leg, just like that. Great. Breathe.
Am I doing the right way? Oh,
You're doing it right, yeah.
Oh.
Exhaling. And as much as possible, keep the right foot flexed. Breathing out. Good. Inhale, grow taller. Exhale to twist. And breathe for 2. Relax the shoulders.
You know what I find, Sophie?
What?
It also improves my listening skills.
What's that?
When we are stretching and practicing, I'm listening to every word that you say, so it improves my listening skills too.
I mean, I'm glad you're listening, and
Well,
I
you said
agree.
flex your foot.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
thinking, oh my God, I'm pointing.
You know, and that's true. Lead yoga really can help the listening. And sometimes in the beginning, it can be a little overwhelming if we're new. So we don't need to understand everything at once. And that's something that's important. The more you practice, the more you can take in. And come back slowly. Let's find the counter rotation. So yoga, the beauty of it is that we grow through repetition. And we grow through revisiting and revisiting and revisiting. And then come back. And then let's find Baddha Konasana. So you're going to bring your legs, feet together.
Feet together.
Yeah, as much as is comfortable. So it could be a little bit, could be a lot. Is that okay for you, George?
Yeah.
Knees drop out?
How's that?
That's fine, and that's good as long as you
Do you wanna-
modify.
Are you comfortable bending your knees as well? Okay, that's
No,
I
that's
guess
good. That's good modification, yeah.
Very nice.
So breathe in, be tall, and let's just all fold slowly, but I want you to roll your shoulders back. And let's take 5 nice breaths, breathing. Good. And you want to make sure that the low back feels comfortable. It's good. Breathing well.
I feel
Inhaling.
this delicious stretch in the adductors,
yeah.
the inside of the thighs.
Adductors, inner groin, and it's really as much as you go. I mean, maybe one day the head comes down, but that's not the goal.
That's about 50 years away for me, my dear.
Yes, I promise. My life is not any better from being able to do that. So go slowly.
Stretching the arms out.
Yeah, you can stretch them out and just want to relax your shoulders. That's much better. One more breath. And just breathing through the nose and out the nose. And let's inhale and very slowly come up. And then from here, I was thinking we could do a little bit of chair yoga.
That'll be lovely.
Sound good? So
Yeah, sure.
great. So let's come up to stand and to come up, as feels good to you. I like to roll forward.
Yours, George.
And actually forward bend. This can be nice and roll up. But you can also just come up and stand. Here.
No, what you're doing is right. That's what I'm going to be doing.
Yeah.
Chair.
Chair, yeah.
Should we bring these forward or?
Yeah, maybe just a little bit.
Just a
George,
little
you want
bit.
to just a little
Sure.
forward so you're in the light.
Great.
That's it.
Sounds great. So let's sit down and let's come towards the edge of the seat at first. Yeah. And then bring the feet flat on the ground and hip
Hands.
width. Hands resting right where they are. How does that feel?
Yeah.
Roll the
I
shoulders
love that.
open.
He checks every step. You're very thorough,
He
George.
is
Thank
thorough.
you.
And that's the great. I always say that learning yoga is like cooking because first say we're making like French pastry.
Right.
At first it's kind of complicated but you can't skip over any process.
That's
so
true.
thoroughness is key. And then you master over time. So have the feet flat, and this is also a very good meditative space. So if sitting on the floor is not comfortable for you, you can sit here and work on a little meditation. But for now, we're gonna do some nice arm stretches. So inhale, reach your arms up, and press the palms. And this is like what we were doing yesterday, standing, but we're just modifying in the chair. Exhale, the hands come down. It's like a little quarter Surya Namaskara. Inhale, reach the arms up, grow tall. Good, exhale and bring the hands down.
Slow or medium?
Just with your breath. So think of your breath guiding every action. And when the hands seal together, breathe in a little more. Beautiful. And then exhale the hands down slowly. Let's do one more. Breathe in, lifting up. And exhale, lowering down slowly. And then let's work on a simple twist. How does that feel? Good?
Good.
Nice,
I
right?
like
It's
I
like,
like the
huh.
stretching thing.
Just just opening up the shoulders feels so
And
good.
you think about all the blood just flowing, and especially, and you can do this in the office. So if you're sitting there hunched over the desk,
Right.
sit up, take 2 minutes. So you're gonna inhale and twist now. So reach your arms up, grow tall. And then let's twist towards the right. So to come towards me, and you're just gonna let your left hand come into your right knee, and just take a hold of the chair with your right arm. Again, don't lean back or forward, but just lengthen up and slowly twist. Good, breathing in.
And twist.
Yeah, and good. You guys are both sitting back. That's good. You can slide back for this part.
We don't want to fall off.
Breathing out. No. Well, 2 more breaths. Again, from here, twisting.
Yeah.
Exhaling. Breathe for 2. Let the elbows relax. 1 more. And out. And then as you breathe and come back through the middle, reach both arms up. Look up, grow tall. And then as you exhale, let's twist to the second side.
Oh.
And you can just right hand to left knee. Just take a
Twist.
hold of the chair back or side. Yeah, that's good. And relax the shoulders down. Good. Inhale, pick up through the very crown of the head. Exhale, twist. Oh, that's it. Breathing in, we'll hold 5 breaths more. So all these restorative postures, you can hold them 5, 7, 10 breaths like that. Breathe.
Except for those who are watching, this is a 28-minute show, so we won't hold it for 5 minutes, but you can do it. Is that
Oh,
right?
5 minutes. Did I say minutes? I meant to say breaths. I'm sorry.
Oh, 5 breaths. Okay.
But you should be able to hold it for 5 minutes too.
I'm sure this feels so comfortable.
In the Hatha Yoga Pratikapa, they say you master a pose when you can be there for 2 hours without wavering mentally or physically. So.
Yeah.
One of my early yoga teachers did the headstand for about 6 hours. He wanted to get in the Guinness Book.
Oh my
He
gosh.
probably made it.
Whoa.
And he changed his t-shirt and everything, standing and doing headstand.
Oh my God, how do you change your t-shirt?
Oh, you have to watch him. He was amazing.
Come back through the middle, reach up slowly. And then slowly bring the hands down. So I don't know about you, but I was saying yesterday that my neck and my upper back is a little tense in the winter.
Yeah.
Want to do a nice stretch for that?
Yeah,
So-
let's do that.
Okay, do you have enough room to reach your arms out?
Yeah, I can.
You want to
Just a
slide
little
forward,
bit,
you slide
yeah.
back?
And
So-
George, if you want to come forward. I
I'm
think
just
you're
gonna
fine.
I think he's great. Yes, you're gonna reach your arms out in
Arms
his
back.
wingspan. Yeah, and just be nice and straightforward. You can let your right ear drop towards the right shoulder just a bit. You take the right hand on top of the
right
left
hand?
side of the head. Yeah, exactly. And don't push on the head, but just let the weight of the hand give a little stretch. Do you feel that in your neck a bit?
Yeah.
And you can
on the
lower
left
your
and
left arm. Yeah, right? And I feel it even in my upper left arm. And
Why
just
do we lower
breathe.
the left arm, Sophie? Is that to
You-
release any tension?
You can explore. Like, I actually find if I have it a little less in parallel, it's a deeper stretch.
Right, you're right. Okay.
But here, some people like it. So it's important that you customize your postures. But do it, use intuition. So even though it's a science and it's a discipline, we also have judgment, right? And so use that too. One more breath. Good. And inhale, come back. How's that? All right? Nice stretch. Good for the morning. With the arms out. Good for any time. Let the left ear drop. Like for me, this is tight because of that thing with my bag carrying it. Left side hand to the right side of the
True,
head.
we all carry our shoulder bags on one
Oh,
side.
yeah, right? And then you try to switch and you compensate. Just breathe well. So the yogic breathing is through the nose, in and out. And if it's available, find a little ocean-like sound. So one teacher who passed away a few years ago, sadly, of cancer, Mary Dunn, she would say that you want to watch the breath like you're watching a friend go off on a train. So come back as you inhale and just bring your hands down. So watching your exhale, just like you
Waving
put a friend
goodbye.
off, you drop them off at the train, and you're watching the train fade off in the distance.
That was a nice image.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I never met her, but I was writing about her for something, and I was very touched by that metaphor.
That reminds me, you also write for some journals, right?
I write
forgot
for
to ask you
oh
about that.
yeah, I write for Whole Living magazine.
Okay.
Whole Living, which is a great health magazine, it has something for everyone, and even men too. You'll find stories there.
Oh, we need to correct that.
We need to correct
Yoga
that
is
very
for guys
much.
as well,
Yes.
so thank you, George.
Yeah, I'm so glad you're here, George. Too.
Thank you.
And Yoga City NYC, which is a niche yoga website. You can learn a lot about New York yoga scene in there. So good for our viewers. And
One more thing
stories.
about you, I want our viewers to know. You are what's called ERYT 500. You're an advanced yoga teacher.
Well, I'm right now not with Yoga Glands because I've never registered. I should. I've been meaning to, but I've done about a 500-hour equivalent
Right, and you
of
taught at
trainings.
the centers in India, right? You
I
taught
trained
people-
there,
trained
and I
there.
taught yoga to the children in there. And I did volunteer for a month when I was doing the advanced training in order to kind of waive my fee. I worked and did the course, so it's about two months immersion.
So you've had a lot of experience teaching.
Been teaching a lot. I used to teach in Kazakhstan, which was kind of very, very random.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I did see
Kazakhstan?
that. Yeah, I did see that on her website. Yeah.
Now
Yeah,
that's unusual.
Is yoga
Yes.
very popular there?
Well, it's growing. It's growing. It was a friend that was there, so he's still there. I was visiting and living there for 3 months. It was very cold in the winter and very hot in the summer.
Oh, they could warm up.
Extreme climate in the world for the capital. Yeah, minus 40 to plus 40 Celsius.
Wow.
Minus 40 Celsius is where Fahrenheit and Celsius are kind of the
They
same.
meet about that,
Yes. So let us do a little, just stretch your legs forward a little bit. And you might want to slide forward on the chair. Now, make sure you have a good, does that feel supported to you?
Yeah.
And just bring your hands back and just lengthen up. So it's kind of like a
Hands back.
Dandasana like we did sitting down, but a little easier.
Shoulders back.
Shoulders back. How does that feel?
To our
That's very
director,
good.
Leonard, this would
Really
be a
good.
great moment to bring Sophie's credits up. I think everyone will want to do these stretches. So,
Oh,
SophieHerbert.com.
Thank you. And then from here, take one more breath. Breathing out. And then how do you feel about coming back onto the mat? And
Yeah.
doing, yeah?
Okay.
So I think we
Back
should
on
do
that.
some nice restorative
Let's do it.
back bending poses, which I'm going to put both of you in the posture. So come onto the mat, come and lie down.
Lie down.
Yeah,
Yes,
hardest
we've been
thing you've
looking
done all
forward to
day,
that.
right?
That's right.
I'm going to move these out of the way. So
Do you work with people that might have a problem with their hips or legs or shoulders, athletes or dancers or something, or anybody?
you know, I get students who sometimes have, hip replacements,
Right.
and they're in the mend in my basic classes.
Right.
But I want to study more yoga therapy. It's definitely
Yeah.
an aspiration
I'm
of
wondering
mine.
if there are schools. I need to check that out.
There
I'd be
are.
Very interesting. Yeah.
There's a great spinal health school on 28th Street. Allison West has it. She's a teacher. Yeah, you should
Get
her
Allison on
on.
the show.
You should. So come and lie down.
Oh.
Is it comfortable for you to lie
Yeah.
on your back?
We're gonna lie this way?
Oh yeah, let's put our heads
Yeah,
to
that
the
sounds
camera,
great.
Because I don't think people want to see our feet, so we'll put our
Oh,
heads to
okay.
the camera.
Yeah, and we get to do a restorative bridge pose,
Oh,
which is one of my
fantastic.
favorite
Fantastic.
Lie
postures.
on the back?
Lie on your back and
Legs flat or legs up?
bend your knees just like
Bend
Bono has there, yeah.
Okay.
And bring your feet hip width apart, so a little wider apart. That's it.
That's it?
Now, I'll start with
Arms
George.
like
Lift
this?
your hips up, arms like that. Just lift your hips up. I'm gonna put this block. Can you lift a teeny bit higher? Just a little. There you go. And then a little more breathing. And then lower down. Does that feel okay for you?
Yeah.
It feels nice, right? Very supported. And then roll your shoulder blades close together and let your palms face up.
Oh,
How's that?
yeah.
Yeah, this is like heaven and heaven on yoga mat. Inhale, lift your seat up.
I've never seen the studio ceiling like this before.
There you go. There's
Good.
always a new
And
perspective.
lower down. See if this is a good height. And if it's not good, we'll
I
adjust
think it
it.
should be okay. Maybe I'll just move it up a little bit.
Yeah, and that's important to feel. And then maybe you want a horizontal.
Is
so
this good?
yeah, does it feel
Feels good.
supported?
Yeah.
And with your restorative yoga, if it feels good, it is good.
It is good,
If it
right.
feels not almost, if it feels almost good or not quite good, you have to call. If you're with the teacher, you ask them.
Palms up?
Palms up. And then we could also interlace your hands together underneath
Up
that.
as in a-
underneath you,
Oh.
like this. And then roll your shoulder blades closer. How does that feel?
That's good.
And breathe here. And now, we need to think about the breath here. So let's take a breath in together. And then exhale. And now inhale into the belly, into the low chest, and then into the upper chest. So really picture the breath there.
Breathe in.
Slowly let go. Let it exhale out. Breathe into the belly,
Breathe in.
in low chest, upper chest. So it's like a 3-part thing.
Oh,
Exhale, release. Got it now? Yeah. Let's do another one together. Inhale, belly.
That's the full yogic breath, George. You're a yogi now.
Yes, let go slowly. And when I started doing yoga, I was not very good at working with my breath. So it wasn't natural. It's not taught to us. And then once you start, it suddenly like, oh my God, I can't imagine not having my
Right,
breath awareness. So even if it's hard in the beginning, keep focused. Just don't feel discouraged. It will get easier. Good. A little longer here.
this is very relaxing staring up at the ceiling. Interesting.
Isn't it nice?
Yeah.
And that's an important thing, where we look in yoga, right?
I like this though. This is very good.
You should do this at home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thinking about it.
And you can think all the lower vertebrae in the back
Yeah.
just kind of settling back into place. We get a little
That's right.
misaligned in life and through the day. And we always want to look at one spot when we're practicing, or here you could also close your eyes. And inside your head, you could look at the eyebrow center. And this is called kind of a chataka, we call it in the
Chataka,
yogic
yeah.
practices.
I
Yeah.
have eyes closed.
The Ajna
You
chakra,
can close
yeah.
them, or you can, if you find it relaxing, you can look up.
I see light inside the
Yeah, you do it because you're looking up there, and you could even look that light and focus it at the eyebrow center. And that's the chataka. It's a cleansing technique.
What's it called?
Chataka. It means internal focus or gaze. Good. Let's take a couple more breaths here. So I hope all you viewers are. If you don't have a block at home, I find the Joy of Cooking, or if you have encyclopedia still, whereas this is Wikipedia, those can work pretty well. You can.
Uh-oh, the joy of cooking author is not going to be too happy.
Oh, it's multi-purpose book. It's my favorite book. I use it more than anything. What else is a good book? I think what other large
Actually,
books?
how about if we wrap a towel or something under the back? Is that good
Yes,
enough?
you can definitely do
That
that.
might help if we can't get hold of
Or
a
a
book.
bag of flour, like a large bag of flour
Right.
with a towel.
a good
Great. So
idea.
let's go ahead and slowly come out of this. Lift your hips up.
Hips out.
Hips up, and I'm just going to slide the block
Right.
out.
Hips down.
And then lower down and kind of lengthen your spine as you lower. How's that feeling? And stay lying down. Nice. And now before you counter a back bend, you want to make sure that you're neutral. So just the spine relaxed. And when you feel ready, you're going to hug the knees into the chest for what's called Muktasana. And
hug the knees and chest?
yeah, just like Vanu's doing there, both at one time if you can. Yeah, and you can let your head relax down. So stay. This is actually the full version. You're naturally doing the full version. But if it's more relaxing, is that okay?
Yeah.
And this releases the back.
I was going to say something, George. Pavana is wind, so Mukta is freedom. So you're letting all the wind out of your body.
It is wind release pose.
But when we say wind release, it doesn't sound that good.
Whenever I say it in class, the students laugh. But
Yeah.
yoga is about letting things go. So
That's right.
2 more breaths here.
The
Now-
stretching is very good. It releases tension.
Right.
It does. It
Right.
does. And we, you know, the tension, the first thing when something happens, we tense the face or we tense the
Right.
back. And facial yoga, too, we'll do one day. We should. And now just lift your legs straight up in the air before Shavasana. Can reach everything up, arms and legs. And reach your arms up, too. And just let everything go limpy and bring these hip width apart and soften down. Let go. Bend your knees a little.
Oh.
How's that? Yeah, letting go. And then limb by limb, you can place your body into Shavasana. This is the best part. You get to lie down.
Oh,
Good.
Oh,
So like a
lying?
corpse pose. It means corpse
Oh.
pose. So straighten your legs. And then, I wonder if we had a bolster, we could put a roll under your, we'll keep them like this today.
We control the mat.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Shall
roll
we
a
do
mat
that?
up for your knees and let your palms face up.
palms up.
Yeah, and just relax down. So just letting everything go. So
Stay on back.
yeah, let your palms face up and just relax your body entirely. And then for you, George, I'm just gonna put this underneath your knees. And then go ahead and straighten your legs. It
Oh,
feels comfortable.
right.
How's
You
that feel?
You
Is
can
that
pull,
okay?
pull them.
Yeah, exactly. And letting go. Good. And let the shoulders relax. And then let the eyes close. And with your eyes closed, just relax the face and very slowly let the eyes go to the eyebrow center, inside of the head.
Eyebrow center.
Just soften. Just like I like to think of someone just pressing on the brow, and then from that point, everything relaxing out.
I see the darkness here. Must be.
While George and I are going into another world, I'd like to thank our amazing crew. Thank you, Leonard Harper, our director for today. Carol Lewis, thank you so much for co-directing. And Anne-Marie Offer on camera, thank you so much for the amazing teamwork. On behalf of our special guest today, Sophie Herbert, one of the most amazing yoga teachers I've seen. That was a great workout, Sophie. Go to Sophie's website, sophieherbert.com, SophieHerbert.com. Check her out and feel free, check out our taping schedule on my website, Yogaxpress.com, and you'll know when Sophie is going to be back with us. On behalf of Sophie, George Sotirelis, another producer here at MNN, this is Banu Suresh. Signing off, you are watching Yoga Express. Sophie, can we keep going? To
Oh
sleep?
yeah, absolutely. So
Stretch the arm.
I'm gonna stretch your arms.
Okay,
And
that's fine.
release.
That did feel good.
Oh,
Yeah, it
so
was so
nice. It's so nice
relaxing,
to have
right?
you participate in it, George.
Oh.
How do you feel?
I like it. It's good. Yoga therapy is good for the. I have a damaged right hip.
That's yeah. So the hip is damaged. So this should be. You know, I wish if I had more support here, I'd put more
I got
actually.
a few more mats in there.
Yeah, let's
want me
put
to
them
get
more.
some?
Let
Yeah,
him see.
sure. I'll bring
sorry.
some.
How long do we assume the position?
Oh no.